Welcome back to Rapid Flow. My name's Erik. I'm the founder of Rapid Flow. We do everything to make you faster in the studio. Today we're going to be looking at an extremely underrated synth. It's the Matrix-1000 by Oberheim. This synth is based on SEM chips. It sounds incredible. It's 6 voices, fully analog, and I'm going to show you why I think this is a bit of a sleeper. So what I love about this synth is that it has so much vibes. It's like loose, but it still works. Like it triggers and everything, but you can feel that it's kind of drifting and doing really cool things. It's an incredible pad machine. We're gonna dive into it a bit more and I'll show you some more sounds. We also sampled this synth as part of Zensphere. So if you wanna get access to this kind of sounds, but you don't wanna get the hardware, then check it out. This is what it sounds like from Zensphere. That's like with a closed type filter. Okay, but let's go back to the hardware matrix now and let me show you some more sounds from it because it's such a cool instrument. I think it's incredibly good for basses and things like that. However, of course, it's also an incredible pad machine. Let me show you how it sounds together with a little bit of delay and reverb. Hello, reverb. Welcome to the video. Okay, let me show you a couple of the pads from this synth because clipping the reverb a little bit. Let me just take that down. Here we go. So many nice sounds. It's just so brutally fat. Let's check out this one actually. This is like a nice little plucky lead type sound. Yeah, this thing has 800 sounds, 200 user patch presets. Now, if you want to get the most from it, you definitely need a controller with it. The stereo ping one is absolutely the one I recommend. These things are built like a tank. The owner is super nice. My display got a few lines in it. He just sent me a new one, which is super cool. So support this company. He makes this also for a couple of other synths. But yeah, this is absolutely the best one for controlling one of these. You can even control two of these, and because I'm going to be sampling more sounds from it for Zensphere, I've actually ordered a second one so that I can sample in true stereo, which is going to be sick. I cannot wait to show you what that sounds like, but we're not there yet. Today we're just hearing it in mono with a little bit of delay and reverb. So do note that if you find one of these cheap, which you can absolutely do, you're going to need to also factor in either a hardware controller. There's also an old one from Access Virus, but this is much more modern, much more deep. There's also iPad apps and apps for your computer with which you can also tweak it, so that would also be a route. Now, as for build quality, these things are built amazing. They're based on CEM, so they're based on CEM 3396 chips, so synth on a chip, which is why they have all this life in them. And those chips potentially can fail, but you can get them on the used market now readily, and you can also, they've even made new ones. So if something fails with the chips, it's pretty easy to replace them. I updated this with the Tontec OS EEPROM, which you can also buy online. It's like 20 bucks. And what that does is that it stops the stepping on the filter and resonance. Let me show you. So as you see, I'm able to tweak the filter smoothly. However, when I do a release, let me take a bass patch that will be easier. Like it will, if you're tweaking other things while it's really playing, let me start the sequencer here again to send it continuous MIDI notes. See how it got hung on a note there? So a lot of the other parameters will wiggle out a bit if you're tuning them while it's playing. So like adding release on the envelopes and stuff, it's a bit tricky. I don't use it for that a lot. Although I kind of like it also when it does these weird rhythms because it's basically hanging. Because the CPU that it has, or the processing that it has to process MIDI commands, MIDI CCs, is not really powerful enough to do it well in real time. But a lot of the sounds in it are so great. And the 800 patches that come are burned in memory. So even if you get a used one, you'll have access to those. And then you have 200 spaces to put your own patch creations. It's actually one of the fattest synths in my studio, and very often when I'm listening to sounds from Zensphere, I'm like, whoa, what is that? And a lot of the time it's the Oberheim Matrix, sometimes it's the Moog Muse. Those are the kind of the two that always like maybe go, wow. Yeah, it's just incredible. I mean, have a listen to this pad. Just so beautiful how it just all kind of resonates and vibes. The sound design on it is also pretty sick. Like there's a lot of really, really cool sounds in it. Let me do one more. So to summarize, who is this for? If you're looking for incredible vibey sounds, a plethora of presets, and just like real analog DCO-based synths that is polyphonic and that you can get right now used for between 600 and 1,000 USD, this is absolutely a sleeper and a great recommendation I can make you. Factor in that you will also need to get some form of control, whether it's hardware or software. And they're built pretty reliably. The black ones actually sometimes have an issue where the transformer that generates the power inside does a humming, so like a physical humming. But you can ask the seller if he's aware of that. Otherwise, they're dead silent. They're pretty stable. Because it's ancient outboard gear triggered by MIDI, you will have some things with, you know, like some cable not responding or just doing weird stuff occasionally. This video almost didn't happen because I spent a lot of time debugging it yesterday. It turned out to be a broken cable, but you know, it's not like with a plugin where you just call it up and it's there. It's like there's a little bit of, you know, care has to be taken of these machines. Keep them in a room that's not too humid, not too hot, not too cold, that kind of stuff. But I mean, I've had this now for about 4 years and it hasn't given me any issues. So Oberheim Matrix-1000, absolutely recommended. Check it out. It's also present in Zensphere. Let's finish by playing a few more sounds from it. I'm going to be sending it some more MIDI to just keep it triggered. Yeah, I hope that this was interesting to see what I think is an incredibly underrated synth. And if you like this, then subscribe and follow the channel because you're going to be seeing me making patches with 2 of these to have stereo versions in its upcoming pack for Zensphere. All right, I hope that this was interesting to see, and I'll see you on the next video. Take it easy. Bye-bye.